review, and today I am going to be sharing the wonderfulness that is Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. First of all, she has an amazing name because, you know, Tamara from Twitches and Ireland, the country, and Stone, it's a rock. But for reals though, this book was simply beautiful. It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was incredible. It was amazing. You have to give this one a chance if you have it on your shelf. I've had it on my shelf for probably 6 months and I don't know why I never picked it up. I think it's because I thought it was supposed to be really sad, but it wasn't. It was so beautiful. So let me just give you a little synopsis of what the story is about. For some reason, I thought it was about suicidal, but it's not. It's about mental illness, about OCD. So complete change of pace from what I thought it was gonna be, first of all. I have this girl who is 16, 17, something like that. She's called Samantha, but she prefers to be called Sam, and she has OCD, and nobody but her family knows that she has OCD. Although I'm pretty sure that only her family knows. I don't think her friends know she has OCD. Anywho, she doesn't want to be treated any differently, so that's why she doesn't want to tell anybody that she has OCD. And it goes from there where she's in the popular crowd at school and she doesn't like her friends that much because they're mean. Ugh, I hate those girls. It was so nice and light and not really sad. It was only sad at the end because it was just like, oh my god, what the hell is happening to this world? That's all I'm gonna tell you for the non-spoilery section of this review. So if you wanna keep on watching, be sure you read the book because you will be spoiled if you haven't, because I'm gonna be talking about everything that I felt and everything that I loved about this book because it was so good. I even tweeted on Twitter that you have to read this book because it was so beautiful, and I never even mentioned Tamara Ireland Stone in the tweet, but she found it and she retweeted it and she liked it and she said, thanks for enjoying my book, and it was so cool. And I think I'm becoming a contemporary girl. I usually love fantasy. I mean, I still love fantasy, but I usually gravitate towards fantasy. But recently, all the books that I've been falling in love with are all contemporaries. So what does that say? What does that mean right now? I started this on February 1st, I think, and I finished it on the 4th. I don't remember reading a book so fast in 4 days. Like, I'm usually a book a week type of girl. It takes me a whole 7 days to read a book, but this one, I just flew right through it. I couldn't get enough of it, and the romance was so cute, and we got to see it throughout the entire story, so it's not like you get to the end of the book and she finally gets with the guy, because the story's not really about the love. It's in it. The love's in it, but it's not about the love, you know? So being able to go through the whole story and have a wonderful ending where nothing's cut short, it was just really refreshing because most of contemporary stories are cut way too short. Yes, I'm talking about you, Rainbow Rowell, and Stephanie Perkins, and all of you. I learned so much about OCD in this book because when you think about OCD, you think about somebody who's a neat freak, who is obsessed with little things about everything being in the right place, but that's a stereotypical thing. But for her, it was having her brain never stop working. It always overthought everything, and it was making her crazy, and she was obsessed with the number 3. So every time she drove her car, the speedometer had to land on 3 when she stopped and she parked her car. She even made playlists where she took 3 words from a song that she really liked and she named that playlist from those 3 words, and even like the title of this book is Every Last Word in 3s, and everything was just so beautiful. Her friends in the Crazy Eights were horrible. Oh my gosh. I mean, you had the leader. Was it Caitlin the leader? I can't remember exactly, but you had this leader who controlled everybody else's mind, and if they did something different, they were shunned from the group, and it was just, oh my god. The Poets Corner was super cool. I love the idea of not being able to bash your own poems. If you're not allowed to bash your own poems, you start to believe that you have good poems, you know? It's like body shaming. If you think about yourself in a good way, you're gonna love yourself, love your body, but if you keep pointing out little things that you don't like about yourself, you're not gonna love yourself fully. So I think it was like interwoven into it in a sneaky little way that it's to make us think, oh, our stuff is good, our stuff is worthy, we're worthy, you know? You know what I'm saying? Did anybody else see Caroline being fake? There was no possible way that if you hadn't read this book already that you wouldn't know that Caroline wasn't actually there, that she had died 7 years ago. Just no way, unless there was something that you knew was supposed to happen. There's no way. There's no possible way you could have known that Caroline was actually dead and that she was making her up in her head because of a picture she saw a year ago. At the end, when she was talking to AJ and he was freaking out, he was looking at her in a funky way because she said Caroline was a good friend and stuff like that. And he was just like, what are you talking about? She's been dead for 7 years. I thought, she is losing her mind. She's gonna die. Something was gonna happen to Sam. Oh my gosh, I was literally freaking out when they said that she was dead for 7 years. I couldn't believe it. Like, how can you make up an entire person? And the way that Shrink Sue explained it was really interesting, how she made it up herself so she could, I don't know, cope or become who she wants to be, because that's what happened. She made up Caroline the way that she wants herself to be. You know, she wants to be more brave. She wants to say what she wants. She wants to do what she wants. And Caroline helped her in a way to become who she really is. I didn't cry through the entire book until the very end, where Sam was sitting, I think, in her car, and she was writing one last poem, and then Caroline appeared one last time and she was like, no, it's okay, I can do this on my own now, I don't need you anymore. I lost it. I lost it right there. And it's so sad. It was sad at the end, but the whole story wasn't sad. It was just sad at that little single part at the end where Caroline came back. And it was just so beautiful. Everything about this book was just so wonderful and beautiful and exquisitely done. Like I said before, the ending was perfect. Nothing was cut short. Everything was resolved. Everything went to the way it was supposed to be. All the friends were where they were supposed to be, and it was just fantabulistic. So thank you so much, Tamara Ireland Stone, for creating this beautiful work of art, this masterpiece that I will cherish forever. This is definitely going in my top books of 2016 right from now. It's only February 7th, 8th. I think we're the 8th today. But I know that I will love it forever and ever and ever. So that's gonna be it for this discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you read this book and when you thought about it, how many stars you gave it. If you didn't see it coming, that Caroline wasn't actually there, anything that you loved about the book, let me know. I would love to have a discussion with you guys in the comments. Also, like this video if you like this video, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!